Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. I'm so happy to have you here with me today. Now today's reading is a mid-monthly love and finance reading for all of the signs for mid-month January 2021. So I'll be using for the readings the Tarot of the Divine deck as well as the Light Seers deck. I'll pull oracle cards from the Life Purpose deck and the Romance Angels deck, and if I need to clarify, I'll be using the Zilliq Tarot. Just a reminder, these are general readings. If you would like a more specific, personalized reading, all of the information can be found in the description box below this video. Also, I would welcome you over to TikTok. If you're on there, join up with me there. I post different, obviously shorter videos there, so we can connect on TikTok. I'm at Changing Phases Tarot. Okay, I will stop for now and see each of the signs in a second for the reading. Hi Aquarius, hope you're doing well. I'm here to get into your reading. As you can see, I've shuffled off camera and laid the spreads to save a bit of time. So we'll begin with the love and relationship part of your reading. And you have some amazing cards. Actually, for this, your love and relationship, you have all major arcana, except for the overall energy. Two cards came out together, so I'll show you that. But this, having all major arcanas, that shows that over the next couple of weeks, there are a lot of events that are going to be happening that are very much out of your control. So the universe really stepping in, putting things on your path that are supposed to be there. So, a lot of divine orchestration at play, a lot of divine timing at play. Not so much you in control here, but let's have a look. In the past position, so love and romance, past position, you have the High Priestess. This is number 2 of the major arcana. Might be dealing with a Cancer, right? This is associated with the sign of Cancer, so water energy. Present position, you have the Tower. This is number 16 of the major arcana. Okay. Associated with the sign of Aries, so fire energy. Future energy, you have the Magician. This is number 1 of the major arcana. Okay, and the Magician is associated with the sign of Gemini, also Virgo, so air and earth. And then from the bottom of the deck, so the cards that they fell out when I turned it over, they both kind of fell out together. The Star, major arcana, number 17, right? And the Star card is associated with the sign of Aquarius. So this is you just showing up very much in your power. With the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is, water energy, but new beginnings, brand new cycles, can be an offer of love, a new relationship. I mean, what's better for a relationship reading than the Ace of Cups? This is like the Holy Grail. So love coming in here. But I guess we can start off with these two as the overall energies. I mean, the Star is, wish fulfillment. This is also a card of healing. It's wish upon a star, setting your intentions, putting them out into the universe, and then really believing that these things will come true. So whatever it is that you have hoped for and wished for, having it come true. And I think that she's an interesting depiction of the Star because she kind of reminds me of the Magician, and you have the Magician here, but you see how she has like a string, it's like a kite, and she has it tied around a star, and she's bringing it down to her. So it's not just making that wish, right? She's bringing it into reality. So, manifesting whatever this wish is. Again, a card of healing. And then with it, the Ace of Cups can also be a very healing energy. It's a very loving, very open, receptive, healing type of energy as well. So opening yourself up to love, allowing yourself to, to be open to whatever this new relationship is, this new offer. Aces are yes cards. So if you have been waiting for an answer, this is your yes. But very positive, right? And in the past, the recent past, the High Priestess, this could be a person, right? Like I was mentioning, it could be a cancer individual, but the High Priestess, what she really does is she encourages us to tap into our own intuition. She holds a great deal of knowledge. She is like the gatekeeper between the hidden realm and the physical realm. And so she encourages us to tap into that hidden knowledge through our intuition. So paying attention to that, gut feeling that you get about a situation or a person, listening to that, right? Also paying attention to signs, synchronicities, repeating numbers, messages, also your dreams. It might be, a good time for you to keep a dream journal, because she's also associated with the moon. And, sometimes messages come through while we're sleeping. We could have dreams about them. And when we wake up, we don't always remember them. So as soon as you wake up, jot down, a few words about what you were dreaming, or, the key things that you remember, even if they don't make a lot of sense at the time. As you move through, in this case, the next couple of weeks, they might start making more sense, right? They might provide you a bit of insight into a situation, or maybe dealing with a person. But, tapping into that intuition, inner knowing about a situation or a person. And also with this, if this isn't to do with a person, usually it's like that gut feeling that you get about a person, it's true. It's a correct decision, right? It's right. If somebody is coming back into your life, yes, allow them to prove themselves to you, right? So kind of don't just cut them off, or, say, oh, I've already dealt with them once before and this is how they acted, or this is how they treated me. Give them a chance, but to sort of prove themselves. But also, keep in mind how they treated you before, right? But definitely, keep an open, especially with these two healing type energies, keep an open mind and heart about things. Now, the Tower at the center. I know a lot of times when the Tower card appears in a reading, people can get a little scared and worried that, it's definitely bad. We can see that there's lightning coming down, and it's usually quite a card of destruction. It's associated with Aries, but also Mars, which is, very destructive type energy. But more than anything, the Tower is about unexpected events and how we react to those unexpected events. Obviously, you can't control an unexpected event, right? We have no control over that. But we can control how we react to that situation, right? So our reaction. Do we look at it as, a terrible event and just sort of doom and gloom? Or do we try to find, a positive sort of side to the situation, and even, like an opportunity to the situation? And in this particular deck, it doesn't show even a tower. It's like we have the lightning coming down. Looks more like a tree trunk. But the butterflies, it kind of looks like the butterflies are the fire, like the tree trunk catching fire. But at the same time, butterflies are a symbol of change and growth and metamorphosis. So there's change at hand here, but something could come about quite quickly. Whether this is, it could be meeting a person quite quickly. This could really shake up if you've lived by yourself for a while. Maybe you haven't had a person in your home for a while, right? Or haven't had a serious relationship for a while. This could definitely shake things up, but it's not necessarily bad, right? It's just a change. It's an unexpected event coming in. And then you're manifesting again with the Magician coming in. Magician is as above, so below. So he's like all of the aces rolled into one. He's number one of the major arcana. So he has all the tools necessary to make things happen. Okay, so he has like the wands and the swords and the pentacles and the cups. He has everything he needs to bring, or to make his dreams turn into reality. So a very strong card of manifestation there. And and then coupled with, you know, wish fulfillment, this holy grail. So very loving, very open, positive, healing type of energy here. So some of you could be opening yourselves up to love. And we do have the card that came out from the Romance Angels deck is reconciliation. It says someone from your past is returning to your life. So yeah, I think that the Tower here, or I'm sorry, the High Priest is what I was saying about that. That really ties in with this card. Don't necessarily close yourself off to the person. But allow them to prove themselves to you again, right? See how they, are they the same as they were before? Have they changed, right? Pay attention to the messages that come through to you when you are interacting with this person. But there's, you know, there's wish fulfillment here. And, you know, this could be, it might be a shake-up. You might not be expecting this at this point in your life, but, you know, there's a lot of positive energy surrounding this, whatever this situation is, or new relationship. So it looks very good. Okay, moving on to your career and finance. In the past position, you have Major Arcana, number 18, the Moon, followed by the Page of Cups, and Major Arcana, the World. This is number 21 of the Major Arcana. It's the last of the Major Arcanas. And from the bottom of the deck, the overall energy is the Queen of Swords. So, beginning with this again could be you showing up very much in your energy here, right? Which is interesting because you showed up here as the Star and then here as the Queen of Swords, because, you know, she's usually should be an older air sign individual. So Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Sometimes she's referred to as the widower or the divorced woman card. She sometimes has the, you know, gets kind of a bad rap for being a very direct person, kind of cutting words, right? And she carries the sword of truth. But more than anything, I mean, she's a very intelligent individual. She's very good at coming up with plans. This is the suit of the mind, right? The suit of swords is air energy. So it has to do with her thoughts and making plans, and also communication, getting those thoughts and ideas and plans across to others. And she doesn't, you know, she's to become the queen, this doesn't happen overnight. So she's been through a lot in her life, right? She's experienced a lot. She's dealt with a lot of people, a lot of situations. And she doesn't put up with any nonsense, right? Any crap. She will cut through that with her sword of truth. So there's a situation here that, you know, you're facing the situation, you know, taking on this Queen of Swords energy, or you might be dealing with this Queen of Swords, right? When the court cards appear in a reading, they can be people that are, you know, playing a significant role during this time period. So could be an older air sign individual, male or female. In these general readings, the court cards are not gender specific. Or it could just be you taking on this energy, right, of the Queen of Swords. But let's see, the Moon card sitting in the past position. The Moon has to do with things coming to light, right? Or hidden things, secrets. So finding out about something. And the Moon, different than the Sun, right? The Sun is obviously, you know, very bright, brings great clarity. The Moon also has its light, right? You can see here on the card. But what's different with the Moon is that, you know, it's water energy associated with the sign of Pisces. And so it casts shadows. And, you know, with shadows, things don't look exactly how they truly are, right? A lot of times shadows can distort things. Look here, we see the Moon. It's not a perfect representation of the Moon. It looks, you know, it's a reflection of the Moon, looks like the Moon, but it's not, right? It's wavy. It doesn't look exactly the same. So it distorts reality. So things coming to light, hidden things, Moon is also associated, again, like I was saying with the High Priestess, with dreamlike states and, you know, our dreams, the things, messages coming through in our dreams, or, you know, secrets coming to light. It could be not just a secret, but like opportunities appearing, opportunities coming to light as well. The Page of Cups in the middle, this isn't a news of an offering or news about something that's going to make you happy, something that brings you joy. It could be, I mean, obviously here we're not looking at romance, but, you know, in a romance reading, that could be an offer of love. But in the case of a job or, you know, a career reading, this could be an opportunity, a job opportunity, or, you know, some other opportunity that you can earn money from that brings you great happiness, right? You're happy with this. Pages, they are young, immature energy usually. So a younger water sign possibly you might be dealing with here, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and they bring news. So pages are bearers of news. It can also be, you know, the need to open yourself up to something. It can be news of a pregnancy, news of a birth of a child, or news of a job that is just very, you know, very fulfilling. And there's an ending or celebration with the World card closing out the reading. The World is the end of the major arcana. So the Fool begins his journey with the 0 card and goes through all of the trials and tribulations until reaching, you know, completion, the World card, which closes out that particularly long cycle in the Fool's life. So endings and new beginnings. There's a celebration at having reached this milestone, at having completed something. So this could be completing a job. For some people, this can be entering into retirement. There could be an opportunity coming to light that you weren't expecting that is going to enable you to retire. For others, this could be sometimes with the, you know, the Queen, King of Swords, it's somebody who uses their words to, you know, within their profession, or somebody who uses like an instrument that can cut, like a doctor, or, you know, it can also be like somebody in the military, can be like a lawyer as well. So there might be, you know, some legal, maybe there's a document that has to be signed, could have to do with, you know, getting something to do with your retirement, getting money from that. But you're ending a very long cycle. And the Oracle card that came out is teaching. You inspire young people to learn. So there might be an opportunity with teaching. But I do want to take a look at the guidebook. This Tarot of the Divine, the cards are inspired by folklore, fairy tales from around the world. So let's see this Queen of Swords to start off with. She is associated with, so it's an Arabic folk tale, and it says, Turandot does not forget betrayal, so her judgments, while fair and principled, seem brutal and cold. She is open-minded and intelligent, can be charming and witty when she chooses. Meaningful criticism, protection, intelligence, and skepticism. So you might be facing an opportunity, maybe this, you know, the news that's coming in with the Page of Cups, facing it with slight skepticism, you know, like, oh, seems almost too good to be true. But there's, I mean, it looks like there's celebration. So, you know, the messages here are to maybe open yourself up, right? It's okay, even though you might feel a little skeptical, it's okay to open yourself up to whatever this new phase is, or new news or opportunity. The moon in the past position, let's find the moon. So this is Princess Kaguya, a Japanese fairy tale, and it says, the moon is the subconscious and all its illusions, potential pitfalls, and the possibility of self-deception. Here, 2 tanuki, shape-shifting raccoon-like animals, each stare at a different moon, though it's not clear which one is the real one. Trickery, illusion, insecurity. Yeah, so there's this like skepticism here, insecurity here, but then there is this new thing coming in or news about this opportunity that's going to make you happy, right? It's from Filipino mythology. And he's called Bakunawa and the Seven Moons. And it says, the Page of Cups is connected to his emotions and expresses himself wholly with youthful purity. In this card, one of the 7 young moon siblings plays with Tu Shen, the Chinese god of same-sex relationships, who ties the red thread of fate that connects lovers. Has to do with idealism, youthfulness, spirituality, sensitivity. And finally, the World card. We'll tie all this together. Let me just see the World card here. So this is from New Zealand. It says, the world is the happily ever after ending following a difficult journey. Hinamoa and Tutaneke represent the victorious conclusion, a positive outcome most desired. However, the conclusion also heralds the start of a new journey. Completion, triumph, celebration, recognition, fulfillment. So there is, it seems like there's some skepticism, confusion, doubt surrounding, or at least at the beginning of these last 2 weeks of the month. But then there's a shift here, right? With this Page of Cups, there's a shift coming in, and this news is going to bring great joy, possibly leaving one. It could even be leaving a place, right? With the World card, there could be an opportunity at a distance. You might be dealing with somebody from a different place. Maybe this is, the opportunity that's coming in, or the company itself. But there's a need to kind of move on from this skepticism and uncertainty, because there, you can trust in, there's a new cycle starting out for you. There's a new opportunity, a new cycle. So it's okay to enter into it, even though you might not know everything about the opportunity yet, or you might be a little skeptical. It's like you're being guided to move forward. It's safe. Okay? So I do hope that the messages have helped. I thank you for joining me today. I look forward to reading for you again, and just know that I'm sending you much peace, love, and light for a wonderful rest of the month. Bye for now.